Welcome. You are now tuned into Eyesonpodium Podcast. My name is HB the Realtor, and I'm here with my brothers, Coach Chris, Henny, and Showtime Tone. We're here to bring y'all an awesome show tonight. First things first, need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. This is episode 21. Talk to the people, Chris. Let them know how you feeling. Let's go around the room.
Well, no. As always, excited to have you guys tuned in to the Eyes on Podium Podcast episode 21. We appreciate all our supporters. Continue to blow us up.
This guy.
Like, comment, share, subscribe. You know what to do.
There's going to be a point when people are going to be like in the comments like, yo, you remember when Chris Mike used to go in and out?
He didn't even say wow.
He just looked down in shame. Holla at them, Tone. Holla at them.
Guys, welcome back. Appreciate you guys tuning in another week. Again, locked in with Eyes on Podium Podcast.
Showtime. He's so selfish.
It's about him.
He's so selfish.
I'm selfish. I'm going to pass it to my guy, Henny.
Yo, welcome. Episode 21. I forgot to get my liquor and my paper. So, just
paper.
Yeah. Episode 21. You're illegal. We're legal now.
We illegal.
No, we're legal.
That's the legal age.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Official?
According to the government,
Some places. Beneficial. And shout out to the intro. Shout out to Kesey Weed for bodying this. I
appreciate you.
It can never get old.
I don't read no comments. I don't care what they say. Time and place, we talk about it. Last night I was wildin'. Made 2K over 2K. It's a new day and I'm back to problem. Bank account be crowded. By next June, need 5 rooms, soundproof. Watch them doubt it. Hey, they try to talk me out here. I done wasted some greatness just sitting there trying to think about it. I go jump a ring, give all of my homies rollies. I'm a hot pick, rolling with me, gon' be low key. Best believe it's more of us, but today I'm dolly. Grab me by the hand, damn, she don't even know me. Open hit the corner for the 3, nobody noticed them. Catch me out in traffic, keep it curry when I'm closing up. No one should be talking, eyes on podium. No one should be talking, keep your eyes on the podium. Yeah. No one should be talking. Eyes on podium. Yeah. Look, open at the corner.
The Golden State Warriors' last dance. Is this it? Is this over? I mean, Draymond said he don't want to be a basketball player anymore. He trying to do UFC, and he trying to put Jordan Poole head into the wall. But I don't know. It's looking like it's over. It don't look like they can pay everybody, and especially with this drama that's going on.
Oh man! And look, I said it. I said it. The only thing that could stop them is money.
Yeah.
And it's making it easier. The more you do, it's making it easier on who should get paid and who shouldn't.
Right.
And in Draymond's case, I think they really wanted a reason to not have to pay him, even though he deserves the money. Yes, he deserves the money, but if there's a reason to not pay him, this has got to be it. This is good. They can just say, oh, but you just this way with your teammates, and then they don't have to pay him.
I don't know.
And if he wants to stay, he stay. It's not simple, but just more reason to make it easier to not give him what he wants.
I mean, if they win the championship this year, if they repeat, do you bring Draymond back, Chris, or do you just look towards the future?
I think you absolutely bring him back. I feel like without Draymond, Warriors don't get any more rings. I feel like Draymond is the glue. Like, he does the intangible things, does the dirty work. He gets his guys going. He obviously, a lot of people call him the leader, and obviously he didn't show his leadership very well, obviously, from what just happened with the team. But before that, I don't think anybody ever would have doubted or said that he wasn't their leader.
Right.
Draymond comes out every night. He comes with the fire. He's the guy that's gonna get guys going. He's the guy that's gonna push everyone to be better. He's that clearly the vocal leader on the Golden State Warriors.
Right.
And I feel like with him gone, they're gonna just miss that fire. That fire won't be there anymore. I'm not saying like they won't be still a good team, but there's just these little things that Draymond brings to that team, like especially with versatility.
So
Well,
I mean, are they a good team, Tone? Like, would they still be a good team without Draymond? And if they was to move on from Draymond, you think they'll still be Golden State Warriors or no?
Yeah, I think they're the Golden State Warriors as long as they have Steph Curry, right? Like that's really what we're talking about here. Steph Curry's the franchise player. It's not Draymond Green. Draymond Green's I think Charles says it best, triple single. He doesn't do anything overly good. I think he's highlighted because he's on Golden State, right? That value that you get from him is a Golden State value. Plenty of places you could send Draymond to and get compensation for that would be just fine for Golden State. If I'm Golden State, I'm looking at this as an opportunity, as a reason that we don't have to sign him to a max. Draymond doesn't want to go anywhere because he knows his value is higher in Golden State. So we may be able to get him for a discount now due to everything that's going around the league and his perception.
That's what I was going towards, like him just taking less money to stay with the team. I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, yes, it's a Golden State, like an increase. Like he's good with Golden State, like because of the chemistry. He's been there, whatever the case may be. But it works both ways, right? Like he does things that's not on the stat sheet, right? Like he's like Chris was saying, he's their leader. So.
I personally don't think that. I mean, I think so. This is what I came up with. If who's more valuable to the team itself or Draymond? Because I can't picture anybody in the league to replace him besides LeBron James at what he does.
I mean, the team would just have to look totally different, right? Like the team would just have to look different. I mean, you have the young boy Poole who would just have to slide in that starting lineup, as their three maybe, and it would be like the Smash Bros, all three of them.
But then you take a hit on defense, and that's what Henny's trying to say right now. We've had this conversation before, right?
Yeah.
Who can bring the value that Draymond Green brings? Can you name me 5 people that can do everything he does with those intangible things that he does? Can you name me 5 people that do the same things he does?
It's not that many. I mean, you have
name 5.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? That's the team, though. That's the team construct, right? So the team is constructed in that way, right? That Draymond is the point. It's the coach on the floor, right? It would just have to change to possibly Curry having a ball in his hands more, right? And playing off of Jordan Poole more, right? I mean, they have the young pieces, Kuminga, Moody, James Wiseman, right? They have the young developmental pieces to make a Warriors 2.0 maybe, but at the same time, you can't null and void championship experience. He got 4 rings for a reason.
And look, Draymond gives up. Draymond gives up for him to be as good as he is. He has to accept his role, and I don't think Kuminga or Moody are ready to accept that type of role to be successful. I don't think they're mentally there yet. It takes a mental switch to say, all right, I'm not thinking about a dunk. I'm thinking about getting my teammates open, and there's going to be a game where I won't get mine a lot.
Right.
and that's hard to say for kids coming in that's been playing at a high level, been the number one option.
That's
Yeah, Draymond is out there trying to find these guys, like night in and night
Sometimes
out.
he be under the rim. He don't even look at it.
Right, like, are you really gonna ask these young players to step into a role like that and just sacrifice their careers? They're trying to get paid so they can live, they can take care of their families. They're not stepping into a role where I'm about to just be feeding these dudes my whole career.
Right.
You know
and
Draymond's
at a point where it's like people take pay cuts. People take pay cuts to win a ring.
Right.
Yeah, it's 4. So he's going to do the exact opposite by wanting money.
Right.
Yeah, I've done it. I want a ring. Now I want my money. Now he's at the point in his career where he got to think about his family. You know?
I think, but it has to, like, we got to draw a line, right? Like, we say that there's not 5 players in the NBA that does what and brings what Draymond brings to the team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Draymond is single-handedly depleting my roster. He's the reason KD left.
Okay.
He just punched my I think he's 23-year-old next up superstar. All my young players are like, coach, is this normal? I got to explain to them that this doesn't normally happen.
But can you really say he's depleting the roster? KD left and he just won a championship.
Right.
So what does that really mean?
Yeah.
They just won a championship after everyone wrote them off, said they would never win another championship. They just won one.
That is valid. KD's one of the best players in the world.
Right.
That's all that means. So
not saying I would have won KD because you could.
Right, exactly.
I know everybody would have wanted KD, but he's the best player in the world. He left the team because of you, and you just punched my future investment. He may Jordan Poole
more reasons to not pay him.
Jordan Poole may not even want to be on the team anymore.
Yeah, what if Jordan Poole's on some like? What if Jordan Poole on some?
He looked fine to me.
Trade me.
I don't want to be here.
I mean, he looked good, but when you're looking at that video over and over, and you notice you got punched and none of your teammates came, that type of stuff could start to sink into your head. And this is all because
you are right
of Draymond Green.
Right. So he does. So with that point, right? Mm-hmm. Interesting because no one knows what Jordan Poole said in the video. No one knows the conversation that was had. No one. It does matter. It does matter because let's say we're in practice, right? If we're in practice, right, and you're mouthing off, and everyone is annoyed with you, why would they jump in? If you're just going and you just don't stop, you don't know what he was doing. Maybe he was agitating everybody.
Yeah. And
maybe Draymond was just the one that couldn't control himself. Right. So if that happens, why would I come help you if you annoying everybody? Why? Why would I come annoy you? You get everybody tight.
Him.
Right. I'm saying there's a reason why everybody was just saying.
I don't see it. I don't see it like that. I felt like people didn't come to the defense because it's just another day. I really feel like this happens every day, and the only difference is it was recorded. That's the only. The
recording got out.
Yeah, exactly. It was sold.
Yeah.
I feel like fights always happen. Punches always happen in practice. If you're not playing hard, you're not fighting. Then what are you there for?
Right.
No.
Nah, Matt around the league was like, yo, you can't be teammates after that. Like, how you gonna be teammates after that punch?
And notice all the people who said that haven't won a ring.
Oh, okay. What does that mean? I mean, listen.
What does that mean? That you don't have that fight?
Nah. Notice Jordan Poole didn't even see it coming. Like, when he pushed off, he pushed him like he didn't think he felt safe. He felt comfortable. Like, I'm not gonna get punched. And he got punched. I don't know. Bob Myers got some decisions to make. I mean, you got Andrew Wiggins. You got Andrew Wiggins looking for an extension. Jordan Poole looking for the extension, and Green looking for extensions. the priority is obviously going to be Wiggins and Poole.
It's Clay, actually.
No, it's
No.
Wiggins and Poole.
Clay and the same.
Nah,
It's
it's
the same year.
Wiggins and Poole. I'm not saying Clay is probably not extension later on, but it's definitely Wiggins and Poole looking
His
for
contract
extension right now.
Clay's contract is up.
Yeah, I
We should
think.
do like, huh?
I think.
I'm gonna check it. Go ahead, Tony.
Bob Myers. I'm not mad that this happened. Honestly, I think for the first time in Draymond's career, we're gonna really get to see. He can't play the way that we used to seeing him play. He's not gonna be yelling at nobody. It's gonna be OGs, like the real OGs in the league. They're gonna be checking him just to see if he's really about that. I promise you.
No, because he's an OG now. He's 15 years in the league.
Who's 15 years in the league?
This is Draymond's 15th year.
No, it's not. But he's gonna be checked this year. People are gonna check him to see if he's really like that. You already know how the refs are gonna treat him.
All right, so I checked it real quick. Clay is his contract finished in the 23-24 season. So is Draymond, and Wiggins and Poole are up for a new contract this year after this year. So that's gonna be rough. I didn't know Wiggins was up too. So that's gonna be rough. You gonna have to pick. Somebody not getting paid. Somebody has to take a minimum. Can't pay them all.
Huh?
10th year.
10th year, my bad. I said 15.
The refs are gonna be on him. It's gonna be a lot of stuff. That emotional stuff that we used to seeing him on.
Yeah.
He gotta take it easy because he's playing for more than just a spot on the team. He's playing for a future contract. And again, the only place that's gonna give him that type of reward is Golden State because that's where he's valued the most.
It's funny you say that because that the only team that would give him that contract would be Golden State. Is that really true? You don't think Draymond has value elsewhere?
I think so. I mean, I feel like if Draymond went to the Lakers,
Draymond to the Lakers. How does that look?
you take the ball. You got the ball out of LeBron's hands. You got Draymond running the show.
Draymond Green running the show over LeBron James. Is this real?
37.
Is this real?
37.
Are we really here? This is where we're at?
LeBron easier buckets, bro. He's an older man.
And I'll still take him. Draymond's been playing like an old man since he was a rookie.
I mean, you wouldn't think about AD at the 5.
Draymond at the 4.
I don't know. Give me a shooter.
It just brings more.
Give me a shooter. Give me LeBron. Give me LeBron at the 3. Right, LeBron at the 3. Give me a shooter at number 2, and Kyrie at the 1, because Kyrie's coming to LA next season. Let's talk about it. Hold on.
Draymond brings that versatility. Again, Draymond gets a rebound. I would rather Draymond pushing the ball, and I'd rather have LeBron on the wing than have Draymond on the wing.
You rather have you have LeBron on the wing, and then you have Kyrie. Kyrie's going to LA. What's that lineup? AD at the 5, Draymond at the 4, LeBron at the 3, whoever at the 2, and Kyrie at the 1. Whoever. They got enough money to do it.
They do.
Possibly they can move some stuff around to go get Draymond and Kyrie.
That would be nice.
$40 million is coming off the books, and it's the guy who's throwing this alley-oop right here.
$47 million and $13 million from Pat Bev.
Right. So.
Well, here's the thing with that, right? If you're gonna sign Kyrie, you're gonna sign Kyrie to a max.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah.
gonna take up that max spot that you get rid
The
of.
only
with
and the only
Russ.
person that can convince Draymond to take a vet minimum is LeBron James.
I mean,
Yeah,
it'll
and
be a
if you're
vet
gonna
minimum,
take,
but here's one
Hanging
thing
out a
that
lot lately.
here's one thing that we gotta remember: who's Draymond's agent?
Oh, hold on. Let Tone do the
That's
conspiracy.
valid.
Let
That's
Tone
valid.
do the conspiracy.
that's valid. Rich
He's
Paul
the
is his
conspiracy
agent,
theorist
but
on the
but
show.
if I'm Rich Paul, I'm telling him to stay in Golden State
Why?
because I know his value is the highest in Golden
Yeah,
State.
because he gets
Yeah, but
percentage.
listen.
You know what's percentage of vet minimum versus?
You
I'm
don't
gonna tell him to
think
stay in Golden State.
you don't think AD, LeBron, no AD, AD, LeBron, Kyrie, Draymond, and a shooter?
It sounds enticing.
It's very enticing.
Very enticing.
It's
Very
very
enticing.
Is that
enticing.
better? Is that better than the Golden State Warriors?
Possibly. It's a big
Yeah.
possibility.
Possibly is
If
not
they-
enough.
I think
If
so.
not,
I think
the-
so.
the-
Is enough. That's
Golden
all you
State
need to
loses that value of Draymond. He goes
Yeah,
over to
that's
the
the only
Lakers.
reason.
Exactly.
That makes the Lakers probably better than Golden State.
Because they're gonna have to go through a period of figuring out what's their style now.
Bro.
And
Right.
and
Their
Curry hasn't
whole
played the
style-
one in Curry hasn't played the one in 2 years.
Bro.
So it's gonna
Their
be
whole
Well,
style.
Curry-
Their whole style changes.
Curry doesn't have to play the one because they have Jordan Poole.
Okay, cool. Whatever.
not really playmaker.
Whatever. I mean, I wouldn't want Jordan Poole to be playing the one
Right.
because he's
Neither.
gonna turn the ball over a lot. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. As far as the Lakers go and Draymond, I can see it. I can see Draymond going to the Lakers, turn it up. Possibly, I don't know about. LeBron's gonna be.
And I'm keeping Pat Bev.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Yes, Lord. Yes, I'm keeping Pat Bev too.
Pat
Exciting.
Bev and
You wanna see-
Draymond on one team.
You want to see another fight? And imagine having those two players in your start lineup and your bench. Intensity gonna be there. They may lose games, but best believe intensity gonna be there.
I feel like y'all sleeping on it, bro. Kyrie going to LA next season.
Sound good. Sound good.
Kyrie going.
Let
to
me
LA.
ask you this:
What?
You think who is Draymond yelling at on the Lakers?
Well, LeBron James said he
Whatever
wanted
rookie
to
they
play-
get in the second round.
He wanted to play with Draymond, so Draymond can yell at him. He literally said that. He said he would love to go back and forth with a player like Draymond. I would love to play with Draymond. He said that shit on the shop. He said it.
I think there's a better chance because here's the thing:
Rich Paul made him say that.
in order for that to happen, Draymond will have to opt out of his player option at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And I think that there's just better teams to go to. I'm just thinking in its totality. Like if you want to get a contract and things like that, it's a lot better teams you can go to than
Tony,
the
can I tell you a quote real quick?
Yeah.
Quote: Draymond Green says he doesn't care if LeBron is about to hit to pass the greatest scoring all time. He said, "Kerr, I'm not playing that game. I'm going to see LeBron score those points."
Mm-hmm.
That is a quote.
Yeah.
No,
believe
he
him.
said it. He said that.
He did
And you
say
think that he's gonna want to go to another team if he's able to play with LeBron? I don't think so. I think he takes a vet minimum to play with LeBron. Absolutely
Vet
takes a
minimum?
minimum.
Come on.
To play with LeBron.
Nah. He's not gonna get a vet minimum.
Not a vet minimum. He's a Hall of
He'll
Famer. Coming off of listen.
But he's going to take a pay cut. He's going to take a pay cut. He's going to
I
take a
just
pay
saw
cut.
Tony's face. He said,
He's going to take a pay cut.
You guys just be throwing words around crazy.
Draymond Green
He's
on-
going to take a pay cut. You don't think he's going to take a pay cut?
No, I think he will take a pay cut.
Wait.
He's not that guy. He averages a triple single.
Okay.
Hey,
Is Draymond Green not?
not-
You don't
he's
think
not a
Draymond
max
Green is
player.
a Hall of Famer?
Do I think Draymond Green's a Hall of Famer?
Be very respectful, because I
Um,
about to be very disrespectful.
No, I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
Why not?
This guy's drunk.
I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
He did more.
he's gonna make it. He's gonna
than
make it.
Rodman.
He's gonna make it straight off his defense, bro.
He does more than Rodman.
7-time All Defense, 4-time NBA champ, 2-time All NBA. I didn't even know he was All NBA, and he was Defensive Player of the Year.
Bro, he's a Hall of Famer.
Making straight off defense.
4-time champ.
4-time champ. That's hilarious.
You crazy, Tony.
This guy said he's not a I want to stay in LA though. I want to stay in LA.
Dum, dum.
The boy Anthony Davis, I think he's back. I think I don't know if he ever went anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think AD. Yeah, right. AD's never went anywhere, right?
Yeah.
The thing here, it was never a question about his talent, right? It's just always been about his availability.
Yeah.
How old is he? He's not in his 30s yet, is he?
AD, I think he's like 28.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
AD had 28 points yesterday in like
29. He born 93.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Never a question about his talent. Everyone knows AD is a top tier talent. When healthy, top 10 in the NBA. Could be top 5 if he just ate healthy.
28 points in 22 minutes is crazy.
Right.
That's
preseason.
Yeah, I mean it's preseason, but I mean it's still good rhythm, and you know, him playing like that, getting that confidence in, that's good.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think it is? Do you think it's just AD being unfortunate, or do you think it's just something that
look how he just took that layup? That's why you need to learn how to land. That is a thing, to learn how to land. He just threw his body up there.
I think I think it's definitely what he possibly eats, maybe how he trains his body. I do think it's a him thing. It would yes, he has freak accidents, yeah, but I feel like
I do agree with what Henny just said though. He does need to learn how to land. It's like even just now after that dunk, it's like he just drops all his weight down.
Yeah, he drops all his weight. So watch it.
Like I
got scared just now.
He's just throwing himself on the floor. Like he has to learn how to have some kind of grace to be able to maintain.
He needs stronger legs or something.
Yeah, like he has to do something else. It's something that he ain't doing.
There's a doctor for everything, man.
Right.
So there's a doctor to learn how to land.
No, seriously. Like these are things that he needs to work on.
Yeah.
True.
Because I feel like every time AD falls to the ground, every time AD jumps, it's like you just hold your breath and just hope nothing happened to him while he jumped.
Right.
That boy always hurt too, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just pray for health. He wants to play 82 games. That's gonna be interesting.
I don't see that happening. 82 games, no. No.
I don't either. Especially LeBron needs him, so he's not.
I mean, they call him what? They call him running hot, right? They was talking. JJ Reddy was talking about it on his podcast when the team doctors or whatever or professionals will come to you and say, you're running hot. What days you want to take off? What games you want to take off next week? You know what I mean? Blah 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 blah. I could see AD taking off, a couple of back-to-backs. He's not worried about. I don't think they're really worried about regular season awards right now.
I feel like if he has the choice, I think he doesn't take the time off because he looked serious when he said I want to play 82 games. I believe he does, but for the future of the Lakers, I want him to take those days off. If it's not mandatory, which I don't know, I don't think it is. Because you're contracted to play as you can. I think he should take the time off. I don't need him to play 82 games. He has nothing to prove. He needs to prove that he's healthy enough to play.
Yeah, I think the Lakers' main priority is definitely make the playoffs. Yeah. I agree with HB. I don't think they're worried about any like regular season awards. We need to focus on
making the playoff.
We have to make the playoffs.
Yeah, they can't
by any means necessary. That just cannot happen. There's no way LeBron can go 2 years in a row. And he promised Henny that
He promised me.
playoffs.
He promised me. Title of the show: LeBron promised Henny a playoff appearance.
Oh my gosh. What's your take on that, Tone? What's your take on your boy AD?
I don't know. I think I can't even tell you. I can't tell you. He hasn't proven to the world anything, and we just put titles on him. All right. He's very skilled. He's like Kyrie. They can do a lot of things, right? But you got to be able to put it together and show that you can put it together. AD's had probably one good season where he's healthy and he's playing well.
Being with the Lakers, or
yeah, when they won the championship, where he was
Don't you-
healthy and he played well. Other than that, I mean, scoring 28, playing 40 and 50 games don't really mean much to me. Like that, you know, a lot of players in the league score 28 now. That's not even something crazy. AD has to stay healthy. He's skilled. He's talented. Another Rich Paul client. So
conspiracy continues.
Yeah, we just got to keep him healthy. We'll see.
We will see. We will see. All right, man. Let's go to the Mecca.
It's interesting. AD had 2 back-to-back seasons. 75 games.
What year was that?
It was 2016, 17, and 2017.
16, 17, 18.
And those were the 2 best seasons of his career.
Well, there you go.
Tone said healthy AD is one of the best players.
28 and 11.
He's back.
That's
Look at him looking like a 5.
AD at the 5. Draymond at the 4. LeBron at the 3. That front court is scary. Let's go to the Mecca. Obi Toppin raising eyebrows. He went crazy against in his second preseason game. He's been putting a lot of pressure on Tibbs to give him some minutes, I would think. I mean, 4-7 from the 3-point line. If he got that shot with him, Mike gonna have to help pack some bags. Mike gonna have to help pack some bags. You know what I'm saying?
He out there looking like a god.
He out there looking crazy. What you thinking, Tom? How you like the Obi Toppin experience?
Obi's that guy. He's that guy. It's clear. I think he's ready. I think this is another case of you play the person who you paying, because no one can convince me that Obi don't be giving it to Randall in practice. Like he's too good. He's too good. Like Randall, you know, Randall's one of those guys who I'm sure you get prideful and he tries to do these little one-on-one games like I was watching the other night. Obi's just a in the flow type of guy. He's athletic. He can shoot the 3. He looks like the better player to me. He's younger. He doesn't have as many minutes under his belt, but he looks like the better player to me. My eye test is usually good, but we'll see what Tibbs thinks.
How you feeling about that, Henny?
Obi is looking excellent, but so is Randall.
Huh?
Randall's been playing his role. This is the second game, 0 turnovers. He's just been playing his role, and I feel like Randall is the best at being the second best player on the team, and that's what he should.
Like the third at this moment.
Whatever, as long as it's not number 1. It's too much. It's too much that goes with that. And once he settles down and plays his role, I think Randall is going to succeed, and he deserves these minutes that Obi so-called gets. I think it's still Randall's minutes, and he had one bad season. That's it.
He had 2, and It's
Yeah,
Obi's.
personally, yeah.
It's Randall's minutes to lose.
Yeah, I agree.
It's Randall minutes to lose. I mean,
I
Obi's giving you energy. He don't need the ball in his hands. He's rebounding. He's playing D. He's giving you effort. I mean, as far as bringing the ball up the court, engaging in the offense, he does that. He can do it. And especially if you don't need your forward to be your first best player or the second best player on your team or your lineup, I would just think that maybe Mitchell Robinson will have to not be there. I would probably want to see probably a stretch 5 with Obi, but I mean even if it's not, it's cool. I just feel like Obi's really the future.
I'm not sure if they did it yet, but I can see a lineup with Jalen Brunson, maybe quickly Randall at 3, Obi at the 4, Mitchell at the 5. That's a possibility as well.
I can see Obi playing the 3. But
whichever way,
yeah, I can see it, but they're not trying to play them together. They're not trying to play them together.
Just saying, if people want them to coexist, which is I like Obi, but my whole thing was let's see what Randall do when he's not the one option, because we can see Randall is capable of being a star one night. You know, he is capable of putting up 30 and 15 type numbers, but for him to be a number one option and not being able to do it consistently was my whole thing. So we'll see what he does with Jalen and throughout the season being second, third option.
Talking about Jalen, but before we go to Jalen, what's your take on this, Chris? How you feel about that?
So Obi's definitely been raising my eyebrows, man. Watching him play, all I see is energy and effort. Mm-hmm. You know, he like some points that you hit. You know, I feel like he brings an easier flow to the offense. He doesn't need the ball in his hands. You know, he's playing defense. He's out there. He brings those electrifying dunks. Mm-hmm. Need that in the Garden. He's finishing at the rim. He's finishing even off the dribble. Some plays he was finishing.
Marius.
And if he continues with that sweet stroke from out there, yeah, you could bring in a PJ for Julius Randle and out of here. As woo-wee.
Well, okay. Question. I got a question for you. What is it? Is it if what Randle has to do for you to keep him?
To keep him?
Or you? Yeah.
I just feel like that Obi costs less. That's one, right? He's on a rookie scale contract. You drafted him 8, right? You had no plans of bringing Randall back. That's why you drafted a position in Randall at Randall's spot.
It's crazy. Over a few months, we've switched stances.
I also feel like Obi could play with any lineup.
That too.
He could play with any lineup. The fact that he doesn't have to be ball dominant, he'll just fight. He just free flows right into the game. Like he just lets the game come to him.
Yeah.
But we know Randall could win us games? Do you think Obi could win us games right
now? Yes.
I think with his energy, I think he can. Yeah. I think with his energy, he could probably win you a game. His energy, again, those two words, energy and effort. I feel like he can win you a game with his energy and effort.
Yeah, but like when your point guard and your small forward not getting it done, and you need an ISO in the corner.
Well, that's the thing, though,
I don't
right?
think energy is going to get me
game.
that step back. True,
yeah, but that's not Obi's game, right? But Obi could get to the rim, right?
Can I say this? When Randall does that, none of them are good shots.
Never.
That's why I said he's capable of it, but I'm saying that's why we get a point guard that will make it a better shot.
And the crazy part is, I wasn't even high on Obi, but if he's gonna play like this,
Obi doesn't need the ball.
Position.
So for me, he wins.
That's what makes him.
Yeah,
that's
he
what makes
wins
it so
because he
dangerous.
doesn't need the ball. He's giving me maximum effort. He's giving me energy. He can
Right.
shoot the three. He
Right.
can defend. You can give him the ball so he can make a play. He can do everything, and I don't have to worry about him taking contested long 2s and 3s, which is what Randall does. He makes them
Last year.
sometimes.
We'll
But
see. We'll see.
I mean, we're
coming
basing
off
it off of the games
screens.
this season too. I
He
mean,
came off a
preseason
screen and drilled a 3, son.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was watching the preseason game.
Yo, your
Randall's still
boy-
doing the same Randall stuff.
The thing that I hate that Randall does is he holds the ball all the time.
Right. He holds the ball, and then it looks like everyone is just standing around waiting for him to
Watching.
shoot the ball. That's the thing. Like
He got to make.
that's what
quick
hurts.
decisions.
That's what hurts the offense. And
Maybe
he was still
should have gave it to
still
Kemba
doing it.
Walker. Maybe
Still
should've
doing
gave
it a
the ball
little
to
bit.
Kemba Walker.
Bro, he got to make quicker decisions, right? And that's what Tom Thibodeau was saying the other day in the press conference is about Obi. Obi makes quick decisions. Like, he's just going. He's not sitting there looking. He's like, no, I have a shot. I don't. Move it. And the ball finds you. And when you're giving the ball energy, the game would give you energy and give your team energy.
Yeah, Henny. It's not about giving up the ball. Like Randall will get the ball, and then everybody literally just is dead. Everybody's
wide
just
open.
out the.
I know. I understand that. I watched the game.
It's crazy.
I'm
And
just
that's-
saying.
It's horrible to watch.
It's
Like,
crazy.
It is.
terrible
It's
to
horrible to
One
watch.
thing.
It's
I
When-
horrible to watch.
agree.
Hold on, Henny. When Randall get the ball, right, and he's open, he will like look, take a
Wait
dribble,
for
and do a
defense.
step back.
Step back,
When he's
And
wide open,
Oh my God, he did that the other day.
just shoot the ball.
He catches the ball wide open, waits, stands there, takes a dribble, sidesteps, and then shoots a harder jump shot. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
He
like,
did
it's
it
like
the
you
last
get-
preseason game.
It's like when you playing my player and you want your guy to get like all the assists or something. That's how he plays. It's like I want the assist or I want to make the shot. Like dude, shoot the
I would-
ball or pass it.
I would trade Randall as soon as I can, and I would probably try to get Charlotte on the phone.
Charlotte.
Oh,
For who?
I'll
Bridges.
probably try to get Charlotte. They lost Bridges. They got a lot of money tied up into their roster, so they're trying to win. I would call Charlotte and try to get some young pieces.
I feel
Probably try to
like
get some
moving Randall will be a move if we're tanking. We're not really tanking. We're still.
Terry
still
Rozier.
there.
Terry Rozier at the 2.
I disagree.
No. They're not gonna trade him.
I
They're
don't
not gonna
think
trade
it's
him.
tanking.
He's a quickly.
I don't think that's another thing too. Like
I'm just saying, Randall's capable. Randall's more capable of doing of winning you a playoff game than Obi is as a play set. I personally think if we're going into the playoffs, you would want a Randall
if
over
you're
over
talking,
Obi.
Well, Randall's a tougher shot maker because he takes tough shots. He makes
Right.
them at times,
right,
but then there's times where he doesn't make them.
Right,
like,
and then
That's what he does though. He takes tough shots.
you
But
can't-
consistent.
it's going to be lessened because he actually has a point guard that will
Yeah, but you also
generate
got
that.
it is going to be less because he has a point guard. Okay, cool. But you also got to look at how the other 4 players is functioning when he's on the floor. Is he making those players better? Right? Like when Obi's playing, everyone seems like they're just better. Randall's not making.
I've said all these things before we've gotten a point guard. I literally said the exact same thing before. I said this years ago, people. I said this a year ago.
So your thing is you think Randall will be a lot better because of the point, which we
Yes,
all agreed on. That's what you're saying.
Exactly.
He's gonna
And
be
I'm
better.
saying he showed that he is capable of carrying you nights. I just think
Oh yeah, for sure.
Obi's play set is not there yet, and Obi would have been perfect if we had another superstar, which we don't. We have star at best. So I feel like Randall can be another star. 2 stars may equal 1 superstar. Just saying that Randall has the ability to be that versus Obi, who can probably, but he's definitely not there yet. It's just, especially he's playing with energy.
Well,
Energy is important, yes, but
the only way for
Nah,
you
I
to
just
get there is to get the reps. And that's
Yeah.
that's the difference
the
between
difference.
Randall and Obi.
the difference.
Randall has more minutes under his belt. Obi doesn't. You
Right.
get Randall out of here, give Obi the minutes so he gets the reps, and you will see what you want to see.
Obi will average
I
probably
promise.
18 and 8, getting his points totally different than Randall does, but still average 18 and 8.
You don't have to
That's
call
my
a play for
understanding.
Obi.
You don't have to call no plays for him.
So you know what that does? That gives players like Quickly, that gives players like RJ, that gives players like Brunson more opportunities to be who they are.
RJ might turn out to be that superstar.
Oh yeah, yeah. RJ's a superstar if Obi's starting.
Look, when Randall had to play with Morris, both of them were in the same situation. They were role players all their lives, and then they came to the Knicks and just
Who's Morris?
got the key. Marquise, sorry. One of the Morris twins.
When did he play with him?
Oh, his first year.
First year
with
when
the
Randall
Knicks.
got traded, he came over.
Oh,
Both of them were stretch fours who had a little bit of handle, who could do a little bit more. Once we traded him, Randall got the keys, became who he is. Now he had a bad season. We drafted Obi. Cool. Now it's gonna be another difference.
What's the after that? That's all in the same time period. That's Morris was there, the same bad season. We got low pick.
Right, but Randall wasn't Randall.
He was terrible.
So yeah, and then the year after he became most improved.
Yeah, but that person that became most improved, that's a anomaly at this point.
I agree with you.
Playing, yeah.
I agree with you.
He peaked.
Yes, I said that. And the only thing that could bring anything out of him, I think, would be a point guard. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Nah, Obi's better than him.
Yeah.
Obi be killing him in practice. Nobody could tell me otherwise.
I'm sure. Let's talk about the point guard that Henny thinks will make Randall something. Jalen Brunson. Is he gonna be an all-star? You gotta be an all-star if you're gonna make Julius look the way Henny thinks Julius
That's
gonna
true.
look. You're gonna have to be an all-star. I feel like he's gonna give us 23 and 8. And I don't know, boy. Jalen Brunson looks amazing. I don't know if it's just because there's a point guard on the field, on the court, but he looks amazing. What you say to that, Chris?
I agree. Jalen Brunson looks great. I mean, the way he can control the game, the tempo, get other guys in his spot. But the All-Star thing, that's all predicated on the Knicks' success. The Knicks do well. I think him and RJ would probably be the two front runners for that All-Star spot. I think it will either be him and RJ or him and Randall. Obviously, depending on if Randall has a redeemed season and he shows the Knicks still has it in the tank to still average 24 a game.
Yeah.
What, 9 assists, 9 rebounds? So he has to have another year like that for him to be that second string. Because if the Knicks successful this year, yeah, it's definitely gonna be either Brunson and RJ or Brunson and Randall.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Brunson will definitely be on the All-Star because I feel like he'll probably be the leader.
Yeah, I think Brunson's definitely gonna be the leader of the squad. How you feeling? What's your opinion on the early Brunson play, Henny?
I mean, I love it. It's good to see somebody at the backcourt, just initiating things, just like getting things in order, calling plays, putting people in position. It's great to see that and knowing that he plays for us. Instead of seeing other teams do it every single year. I miss Alfred Payton. I miss him, man. He got us to the playoffs, man.
I guess.
He was hybrid point guard.
I guess. Oh,
Look,
boy.
you can't forgive the people who give you gifts, man.
You can't what?
Can't forgive the people who give you gifts. He has a special place in my heart.
Mm.
He played defense. He knows his role.
That's
Put
it.
so much
Played
pressure on
and looked
defense.
Looked off RJ. That's it.
So did Randall. In different
Yeah.
ways. I'm fine with that. He's not that point guard, but Jalen Brunson is. And for him to be an all-star, it definitely would take team success. Like they have to be maybe 1 to 4. 1 to 4. They definitely they'll pick and choose between those three.
I think the Mitchell Robinson, and Chris has said this a couple pods ago. The Mitchell Robinson, he's gonna really benefit from having a Jalen Brunson. That pick and roll, he looks for him. And Mitchell Robinson putting pressure on the rim. That's gonna open up his offensive game. And when the center's touching the ball, feeling involved into the offense, that's only gonna help.
He wants to play.
He's gonna want to play.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And he's working on, and Mitchell Robinson is working on being more vocal. You know what I mean? So it's this season.
Wrong things.
Huh? What you say, Henny?
They working on the wrong things.
Who? Him being vocal?
Yeah, I don't care about that. I need him to stay in the game. I'd rather him be in the
Why
game.
do you keep saying this, bro? Why do you keep
first game he was in foul trouble?
Oh my god!
In the preseason.
Yeah, but he doesn't get into foul trouble. Last season he was in the game. How many seasons does it take for you to like take remove a narrative from a player? How many seasons do they have to continue to show you for you to remove the narrative? Just one.
One.
All right. So let me Tony, take it over real quick. I'm about to look something up real quick. I'm about to do some fact checking to see what
when
Mitch Robinson has done.
When it comes to Brunson, I think he could be an all-star depending on the team's success. I was watching Brunson play the other night, and if Brunson could be to the New York Knicks what Kyle Lowry was to the Toronto Raptors, I think the Knicks got one.
It's funny you say that.
Leader, defense, set up the offense, made players around him better. I feel like Brunson can do that.
It's funny he can do that. It's funny you say that because I say that the team is constructed like the Raptors at that point, small point guard. RJ, no, he is not. He is not, and by any means, Kawhi Leonard. Okay, he's not by any means Kawhi Leonard. But Chris, look at me. You know I love stats. And guess who had a better 3 years? RJ.
Who? RJ 3 years?
He had a better 3 years. Kawhi by
better
his
3 years than who?
Kawhi, beginning.
His first 3 years compared to RJ's
3 years.
Yeah. But we all know, I know he was on the Spurs. Everybody touches the ball the same amount of time. Yeah, I know that. But statistically, he had a better 3 years. So, hey, just put it out there. They want a ring, whatever. Constructed the same way.
How was his last 3 years?
Who's last 3 years?
Kawhi?
RJ's versus Kawhi's.
I mean, RJ only.
I mean, obviously, he had a better year. But that I said all these points for you to ask me that. I said all these points for you to ask me that. I know the case. I said I'm not trying to compare. I'm just saying. That's all. Just saying. Yes, he is better. Yeah, but we'll see who's at the fifth.
Yeah, I think putting RJ and Kawhi in the same sentence is disrespectful. But I understand the analogy.
I think I got.
Yeah, I think if Brunson could be Kyle Lowry, the Knicks got to steal. The Knicks got to steal, man, because Kyle Lowry he doesn't play that much in Miami because he's always dealing with some type of injury. But in Toronto, he was the heart and soul. He was the heart and soul. So if Brunson could be that, I think the Knicks got one. And then we just got to figure out what to do with Randall.
We ain't got no LeBron to worry about.
And you don't got no LeBron to worry about.
Yo, Henny, your boy Mitch Robinson fouled out 2 times last season.
Cool. Now that you looked all that up, show me how many times he was in foul trouble because you won't find that.
What's foul trouble?
How many minutes? How many minutes? You can tell by how many minutes he plays in the first quarter.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I can't look at that right now.
Exactly. Don't do stats with me, man.
Don't do stats with me.
Foul trouble and fouling out is 2 different things.
Oh my gosh.
It's true.
That's why we got 3 centers at this point. We got 3 rotational centers with Hartenstein.
And if he keeps it up, Hartenstein will start, right, Tony?
Hartenstein will be starting.
Listen, I know who's not gonna be starting is what's his kid name?
Jericho Sims?
Not Jericho Sims.
Cam?
Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish. I don't think
Cam. You're gonna say it in a corny way until he get the tape.
I'm here, baby. I'm here.
He found it.
I'm here. I don't got nothing showing right there, but I'm here.
Hey. almost. A for effort.
Said this is Cam. Who said this Cam Reddish real life highlights right now?
The comments they going crazy in the comments.
I am weak. I Cam Reddish highlights. I found another intro.
I'm kidding, Cam. I'm a big fan.
I'm a big fan. Now he's a fan.
He's really not.
Now he's a fan all day. But Cam on the outside looking in, man. I don't see how Cam gets any minutes the way he been playing. The way he been playing, that he started, he was 1 for 7, not looking good. It don't look good.
He look. I wouldn't say nervous, but
good,
it's just
bro.
like it's a lot.
He's getting murdered on pick and rolls.
Yeah.
On pick and rolls, he looks awful. Like
I've said that my thing with him was probably in practice because there's no way you have that build and not play anywhere.
It's his motor.
Yeah.
It's his motor. It's like he be so like
he. There's a lot of players who relied on their skill to carry them all the way here, and then once you get here and see everybody else has skill, you don't work hard. You gotta work hard, man. A lot of these players don't work hard.
It could be they weren't used to working hard because they had
Exactly,
so much more. They had so much more talent than everyone else.
Go over that screen right there. You seen that?
That was horrible. He was at half court. He went all the way around the half court to try to come back and recover. That's disgusting.
No, but that happens every time.
Every time. Like
time.
don't get it twisted. Like to see Jalen Brunson go out there with RJ and Cam Reddish, Randall and Mitch, outside of Brunson, they're a long team. You know what I'm saying? Defense is supposed to be awesome there.
Yeah.
But Reddish just looked like he don't know where to be. I want to be here, I want to be there. Oh man, I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't do that.
I hate to say this too. Tibbs is actually giving him a chance. He's not using it.
Started him.
He's not using it. He's not using it. Tibbs is just rubbing it in our face. You see?
Yeah.
You see? That's all he's saying. I can tell. Yeah. Like he just see. This is why I'm not playing him, and exactly. I didn't want him.
Exactly.
It sucks. It sucks.
Huh?
I said it sucks.
I think Cam is gonna. I think Cam is gonna figure it out. He's just a little nervous. He's getting. It's New York City, but
nervous, Chris.
I don't got time to be nervous.
He don't got time to be nervous.
Quentin Grimes was out the first 2 games with a sore foot.
Right.
Now Quentin Grimes is coming back.
Injuries is how you shine.
Injuries is how you shine.
Oh yeah, it's over. He don't got no more chances.
He don't got no more.
He don't got no more
next
chances.
game, it's over.
He gonna have to have 30 in 2 minutes.
When's the next game?
Wednesday.
He gonna have to have 30.
We'll talk after Wednesday.
And McBride looks amazing. McBride look like he gonna play that that GP.
Gary Payne Jr. Yeah.
In the G League.
I'm gonna be honest.
He's not playing.
I would send Cam to the G League.
Tough.
He has to get it. That's the last resort. If he can't do it in the G League, then he not ready for the big time.
He's going to whatever motor he had before is going to turn on. He's not going to succeed there. Those guys play with heart.
You don't have one.
He's going to die down there.
I don't understand how, like,
they want his spot. Trust me, they want his spot.
I don't think we'll ever see Cam Reddish die on the floor. Like he reminds me of what Kevin Knox looked like last season.
Yes, very good.
That's what he's reminding me of. He's literally reminding
Kevin Knox was ready. At some point, he was ready. Like when he got in for those 2 minutes, he shot. He played defense. He was ready.
And then Coach Tibbs said that he hasn't been making shots in practice. He said that shit. He hasn't been making shots.
He don't need to go to the G League. He go to the G League. He's out of here. He's out. He's out of the NBA.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nah, he gotta go to the. I mean, if they gonna work on developing him, he gotta go to the G League. He gotta go to the G League and see.
You're gonna tear him apart. What you got to play in the NBA, and this is how you playing?
Randall just did it on that highlight. He caught it, dribbled twice to the side, then took a side step. Damn, boy.
You make it?
But what? That's mind your business.
What playmaking, Jalen?
Oh man. Quentin Grimes is today when they interviewed him, they asked him about him starting. He was like, he knew that Evan Fournier was gonna start since he's been here in the league for 11 years. Blah 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 blah. But even Evan Fournier didn't look too crazy in that offense with Jalen. I don't know, boy. It could just be preseason. It could not just be. I don't know.
I don't think he got the energy to feed off. Some players just can't do it.
We're gonna see because there's been a lot of players that showed out in preseason.
Mm-hmm.
You draft them in fantasy and they don't do nothing. They don't do nothing.
I mean, none of the players have played more than 30 minutes. So again, you're seeing a little small nugget of it.
True. Right. It's preseason,
And Knicks is undefeated in preseason since 2020, right?
That's valid.
Let's see if they're gonna keep it going.
Good news.
You said what?
Yeah.
Good news.
Will they play tomorrow?
No.
Better not be Philly, cause
they play tomorrow.
This is about the last game, right?
Nah, there's one more.
Okay.
I think they play 4 games.
Better not be Philly, cause Tyrese Maxey is on a rampage.
I hope we play the Heat. I hope we play the Heat. That's what I
play the Pacers. They play the Wizards on Friday.
Okay,
oh my gosh! All right, real quick, bro. Real quick. We gotta. Let's move to the NBA real quick. And before we wrap up, we gotta touch on this Bradley Beal conversation real quick. My man said he did it because he signed because he wanted to win, and he never played with a player like KP. Come on, bro. Come on.
I was listening to it, and he also said the market was a little scarce. He said it wasn't really that many options. So he said he said KP would probably have been the best big man he's played with, probably the most versatile big man he's ever played. Right? When you look back at his career, he said he played with Nene, Marcin Gortat, who was mostly like a screen and roll, duck into the basket and lay the ball up, mid-range, little pick and pop.
Yeah.
KP is a lot more versatile. And then you have Kyle Kuzma, who's also developing. He said they also brought over new players. They brought over Will Barton. Will Barton's pretty good.
Bro, they're gonna be in a plan, maybe. They're gonna be in the Wimbledon. What's the Wimbledon?
Okay.
It's not about. But he also said there was also places he could have gone If he would have went there, the teams would have probably had to give up their whole team to get him. He said, "Why would I want to go into a situation like that?"
You're in that situation.
Give it.
I think he's a little bit better. I don't think it's a rebuild.
I just feel like Bradley Beal. Listen,
He's full of it.
Take the money, but he's like low key full of shit, bro. Respectfully, like he's like low key full of shit, and I get it, right? Like I get it. Like Bradley Beal is one of my favorite players to watch, right? He's amazing, but stop, bro, stop. Like, yeah, I have to make a great decision for my family. Period.
That's it.
We see what the front office could do.
Was he in my top 5 players?
Huh?
I don't even
Is
know
he?
what he's talking
Is he? What'd you just ask?
I said, wasn't he in my top 5 players?
Bradley Beal?
Hope not.
No, I don't think so. Absolutely,
I hope not. I
absolutely.
don't think we would have let you do that. I
No,
don't think we would have let you do that.
We would have never let you do that. No.
Yeah.
Top
You
5
would have probably
players.
said it privately. We wouldn't have let you post that live.
He's not even a top 5 player in the East. Top 5 player? Come on.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing with Bradley. I think he is.
He's
I
not
think
even a
he's
top
full of
5
shit a
player in the
little bit.
play-in.
But look at his team. He has a pretty good team.
Oh my.
Yo, I was about to say, KP is turning up. You haven't watched. If you haven't watched Wizards games, KP is.
I would say
turning up.
this.
And
If you
Ben.
think the Knicks are, if you think the Knicks are good, why do you not think the Wizards are good? That would just be my like, I'm taking KP over Brandel any day.
KP don't play basketball.
Bradley Beal's the best player on the floor if you're playing against the Knicks.
That's true.
Kyle Kuzma
Is
is an amazing piece to have.
amazing piece to have.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're looking for a lawyer, please call Showtime Tone.
He was in my.
He's
Bradley Beal was in my top 10.
yeah, like Kyle Kuzma's a good piece to have. They have a lot of good players on that team.
You don't know it.
David
Maybe
Bertans,
even,
he was like the best 3-point shooter. He used to play in San Antonio. They got a lot of good players on that team. I don't know who their point guard is though.
The guy, boy. Dyson.
Bradley Beal is gonna be the point guard.
Yes.
My mic jumped out when
It's
he
big.
started saying that crazy shit. My mic just went crazy. My mic just jumped out. My bad.
Oh, didn't they get Monte Morris as well?
No, they did get Monte
Yeah,
Morris.
I think Monte Morris going to start.
All right.
That's gonna be their starting.
So you think it'll be 11 seed or 10 seed?
Let's do this. Let's have fun with it, right? Because I was right last year. I
'Cause you
think
was
they'll
right
be
last
better
year.
than the Knicks this year.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You do not believe that. You do not believe that. You
Just to
don't
add a little
believe
bit
that.
more context, last year I predicted that the Chicago Bulls would be better than the Knicks. I was right, obviously. Chicago Bulls were a playoff team.
You were right.
So I would
Wait,
go on record and say that the Wizards have have a chance to be better than the New York Knicks.
Not a chance. Everybody has a chance to be better than everybody. Are they?
I think that they'll have a better season than the New York Knicks. Yes.
And when you say better season, right? Because this guy Tony is a lawyer. Understand that. He's a defense attorney.
They have a better season.
I love how he's sitting over there like this.
He's a defense attorney. All right.
They have a better season.
All right. So when you say better season, are you saying better in just raw numbers in the sense of wins or loss?
Yes, they'll have a better record.
Better record. Okay. Because he's a slick one. He's a slick one. He's a slick one.
They have a better record. They have the best player. So
Got the best
I gotta
player.
start there.
Okay, cool. He's full of shit, and this is Eyes on Podium Podcast.
Oh my god.
Episode 21. KG 21. We legal to drink.
On the pod.
Having fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm here, my brothers. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We going
like
up.
all our content, do everything.
All that. You know what I'm
All
saying? You know what we hear? We talk about basketball. Eyes on Podium Podcast. You gotta tell them something, Tone, before we leave.
It's showtime.
Show's over.
I don't read no comments. I don't care what they say. Time and place, we talk about it. Last night I was wildin'. Made 2K over 2K. It's a new day and I'm back to problem. Bank account be crowded. By next June, need 5 rooms, soundproof. Watch them doubt it. Hey, they try to talk me out here. I done wasted some greatness just sitting there trying to think about it. I go John Moran, give all of my homies rollies.
On the show.
I'm a hot pig, rolling with me, gon' be low key. Best believe it's more of us, but today I'm dolly. Grab me by the hand, damn, she don't even know me. Open hit the corner for the 3, nobody noticed them. Catch me out in traffic, keep it curry when I'm closing up. No one should be talking, eyes on podium. No one should be talking, keep your eyes on the podium. Yeah. Shh, no one should be talking, eyes on podium. Yeah, look, open hit the corner for the 3, nobody noticed them. Catch me out in traffic, keep it curry when I'm closing up. No one should be talking, keep your eyes on